What is going on, everybody? Been a diehard Pistons fan since 2003, and I am so excited to be a Pistons fan today. The Detroit Pistons have officially won their first playoff game in 17 years as they steal Game 2 on the road against the New York Knicks by a final score of 100-94. In this video, we are going to go through and highlight three key performances from tonight's game. We are going to talk about just everything that happened in this game. It was absolutely crazy again. And towards the back half of the video, just talk about what to expect going forward into Game 3. So, the first player that we do need to highlight is, of course, Cade Cunningham. He finishes the night with 33 points to go along with 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals, 11 of 21 from the floor, 5 turnovers. I think like 4 of those were in the first quarter. And all in all, an absolutely incredible game for our leader in Cade Cunningham. At the start of the game, he really got things rolling right off tip. He was able to get downhill. He was getting into the paint. He was sucking in the defense. He was really just doing everything that we have seen Cade do all year long, but this time at a way higher scene, at a higher scale, against the Knicks in a loud Madison Square Garden, and it was so great to see. There was a couple turnovers early on, a couple that weren't his fault, and those were the only small knocks on this game. But outside of that, in my eyes, Cade played a perfect game. The way that he was able to keep pressure on the Knicks, whether that was bringing 2 defenders out to guard him far away from the hoop after a screen, or just him taking guys off the dribble and getting to the paint and scoring on his own will, at will, it was a great game for Cade, and there's no way that we could be anywhere close to where we are right now without Cade, and there's no way that we would have won this game tonight without him. So, moving on, the second player that we do need to highlight is going to be Tobias Harris. He finishes the night with 15 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 6 of 11 from the floor in a team-high 43 minutes. I don't know what to tell you guys besides I never did not believe in Tobias Harris. I know some people that maybe were 76ers fans or believed 76ers fans, or maybe just hyper-focused on one bad year from him, thought this guy could not play and playoff basketball. Through these 2 games, Tobias Harris has been our most consistent player. He has been a rock every single time that he has got a good look. He has been not afraid of the moment, not afraid to shoot the ball, and he has made the Knicks pay. Anytime that he has got a good look, he has taken advantage of it. And overall, a really good game for Tobias Harris. So, moving on, last but not least, we do need to highlight Dennis Schröder. He finishes the night with 20 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists in 29 minutes off of the bench. A couple huge things from Dennis that I do want to point out. Number one, absolutely amazing job guarding Jalen Brunson. That is no easy ask whatsoever, especially with the way that Jalen Brunson tries to foul bait and get our guys in foul trouble. Ausar Thompson, of course, did foul out of this game in only 21 minutes of play because Jalen Brunson was able to trick the young Ausar Thompson into fouling him pretty often. So after Ausar fouled out, we had no other option but to have Dennis being the primary defender on Jalen Brunson, and he did as good of a job as you could possibly ask out of a guy like Dennis in that job. There was a lot of times where the Knicks were really trying hard to switch him off of Jalen Brunson and having Malik Beasley come guard him off the switch. And that did work quite a few times for the New York Knicks. But overall, I thought that he did an amazing job just doing what he possibly could to contain Jalen Brunson to any type of degree. But overall, man, I am so excited for a few different reasons. Number one, of course, this is the first time the Pistons won a playoff game since 2008. When I think back to 2008, I would have been, 12 years old, probably in 7th grade. I mean, it's been ages. The Pistons have been to the playoffs 2 times since I was in high school in 2016 and 2019, and they got swept in both of those. So for them to be able to win a single playoff game, I know that's probably not the biggest deal to a lot of other fan bases, but it has been a long time coming. And just getting one is huge. But another reason I'm excited is this is the blueprint. I truly think that the Pistons can win this series. Now, would I put down a mortgage payment on them winning this series? Probably not. But I think that they do have a blueprint at this point how they can beat the Knicks in a 7-game series, especially now that we have flipped home court advantage and we're coming back to Detroit. It's essentially a best-of-5 series now, and we've got home court advantage. So there's a lot that we can take away from this game. Number one, I think that they have found a way to disarm Karl-Anthony Towns, at least to some degree. Tonight, Karl-Anthony Towns was not all that effective. Tobias Harris was primarily guarding him, which meant that Tobias was the one stepping out on the perimeter to guard Cat out there, and that freed up guys like Jalen Duren and Paul Reed to continue to protect the paint, so they're not the ones stepping all the way out and leaving the lane wide open for the Knicks to take advantage of. So I think that's a great thing to take away. And also, I mean, offensively, they just looked a lot better at executing in the fourth quarter. Of course, in game one, we had a huge problem when the Knicks went on a run, 21-0, of course, ended up losing that game. But tonight, when the Knicks started their run, the Pistons found ways to get buckets. Sometimes it wasn't the easiest, whether it was Cade getting to the free throw line or Dennis stepping up and hitting a huge three-pointer. The Pistons found ways to score in crunch time. The Pistons found ways to score when the Knicks were making a run, which is going to happen in the playoffs when you're playing a good team like the Knicks. They're going to make runs even when you have the lead. And it's not about whether they're going to make the run, because they will. It's about being able to answer back when they do. And they were able to do that tonight, while they were not able to do that in game one. So looking forward, I think that there is a real way that the Pistons can actually keep themselves in this series, extend this series, and potentially win it. I think that the Pistons didn't even play their best basketball tonight. The Pistons tonight had 6 of 27 from the three-point line, with a lot of good looks from both Tim Hardaway Jr. and Malik Beasley that did not go down. Malik Beasley finished the night 1 of 8 from 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. was 0 of 6 from 3, and I can promise you those two will not shoot a combined 1 of 14 from the three-point line any other game. That's not going to happen again. So we can definitely improve on the shooting going forward. The Pistons also only had 11 assists tonight, which is pretty unlike themselves, so not even sure if they've had a game with less assists than that all year, but there's a lot of places we can improve. The fouls were a little bit better tonight than what they were in game one, but Ausar still fouled out. It's not like the Pistons had to pull off a miracle to win this game here. So I think going forward, they have a blueprint how they can beat this team. We're coming back to Detroit. We've got the home court advantage now. There is a lot to look forward to, and I cannot wait for Thursday, because I really do think that as long as the Pistons can continue to do what they did tonight, make small improvements, don't fall for Jalen Brunson's foul baiting tactics, and just continue to make sure that Karl-Anthony Towns doesn't get into a groove, we've got a real shot to take this series. And if we're able to do so, man, I'll be super excited. So let me know what you guys think. We'll catch up soon.